What's happening, everyone? And welcome back to another EP of the NFT show. As you can tell, we were off last week because Dave bruised his fanny and couldn't do it.
You're a dick. I was going to get you to apologise to
Uh,
everybody for you not doing
I
it.
don't know, it was all my fault. I fucking came down with some vomit and diarrhea bug, so I couldn't record the podcast and I had to change my trunks 4 or 5 times.
I still think you just got too lit when you went out at the weekend.
Definitely not, mate.
Mister, I don't drink.
Nah, I don't, not at all, mate. Had a couple of you know what's like.
Oh, one of those.
Uh-huh.
Was it good?
It was alright, mate. It was actually quite boring, to be fair.
Yeah.
We just sat in the room, watched the fire stick.
It's when you spoke to me on the Tuesday being like, I realised I lost my wallet. It's like, when did you realise that? Only today. It's like, that was 4 days ago.
No, but mate, I used my phone.
I don't know.
So, like, that's a problem. I got it back, obviously, but I fucking were at, like, this Met Gala thing in the Stormont Hotel. And, what happened was I took my suit off and put it into the suit bag with my wallet and the batteries and all for my e-cig.
Aye.
I noticed them missing before I noticed the wallet missing. I was like, fuck, I definitely had 6 batteries and I have only 5. So I was like hunting the house going, fucking stupid cunt. But anyway, and then I was like, what happened was I put it in the wardrobe that night when I went to bed and then didn't lift it the next day.
Right,
There was a few £100 cash in the pocket too and all, fuck's sake, I was flapping.
That's a good thing you didn't get a fucking robbed on you there.
Alright, but I realised this on like the fucking Tuesday and I didn't get back till Thursday.
Aye.
Like I was up and down 3 times and every time I went up they were like, you're going to have to speak to housekeeping. I was like, I've been on the phone since 10 o'clock this morning. You told me you would speak to housekeeping. And they were like, well, housekeeping's away home now, so there's nothing we can do. I was like, and then the next day, the
Sorry,
same
mister.
fucking thing. And then they give me it, but they give me it in like a big black bag, all fucking rolled up. I was like, that was fucking beautifully ironed that.
Aye, but was it your suit bag?
It was
or
in the
was
suit.
It, was it their suit bag?
No, it was my suit bag in a black bag.
Oh, right, okay.
Well,
Fuck,
fucking
that's dead on, isn't it?
cabbages. But you would think, we talked about this yesterday, you would think there would be some sort of system that if something is left behind, it gets fucking checked in, bump, and then brought down to reception for when eventually someone is going to come, unless you have
Yeah,
to post it out.
But
then.
I think that like the way cleaning's done in hotels, it's like an outside company. It's not like the hotel has cleaners. They have a cleaning company that will come in and do the cleaning for them. So if they've picked something up and they have stuff locked in their little part of the hotel, the hotel may not be able to go there for whatever.
Well, the hotel definitely couldn't go there for whatever reason, like,
Aye.
because
'Cause-
I'm
'cause- 'cause
fucking
couldn't
standing
be
going,
arsed.
"Aye." And see the second day I went in the wee girl saw me coming. You just hear go, oh, here we go again. I was
Not
like,
the
yo,
arsehole.
what about my fucking suit, love? She was like, how long? The housekeeping's away home. You're gonna have to come back in the morning. I was like, back in the morning. The fucking phone this morning at 10 o'clock, and you told me you would look for it.
Oh, see, that's it. At the end of the day, she should have been like, "Oh, he's gonna come back in again."
I
gonna
was a
make
paying
sure."
patron of this establishment.
Fuck,
I was fucking cracking up.
you've really got
Fuck's sake,
it.
I bought a fucking executive suite. No, it wasn't the size of bed, mate. It was bigger than my bedroom.
Alex,
Oh, I mean, it was fucking massive.
fucking right.
Oh, I was ticking, mate.
Full sprawl. Like,
I was the only thing I was looking forward to about the whole thing was fucking me and her just landing in this big, massive bed. We didn't know the bed was going to be that big, but then a mate of mine had a room too. He just got a bog standard room. Fucking poor boy. No, I'm joking. But he got normal. See, the only difference between their room and my room was the bed.
aye.
They just have more room in the
That's-
room.
That's what you're paying for.
They had a king size or a queen bed, and I had a fucking.
Aye, they had more room, but you had more bed.
See, to be fair, mate, they had way more room. You couldn't have swung a cat in my room because how big a bed was. Mate, it was like 2 king size beds pushed together. It was massive, mate. Like you could have put you, Ruby, Nicole, me, Heller, Jackson, I could have slept in
Aye.
it. That's fucking crazy.
What's the do? Just ship them out into the streets and fucking
You
people
know,
just keep on.
you know what I'm like about food. Like I only like eat like fucking steaks and burgers and things like that. I'm not really. I don't eat like.
Yeah, you're plain Jane.
I full plain Jane. Don't eat sauce or them. And we were all sitting at the table, and they started bringing the food out, and I turned around. It was like, no, it was like turkey, like a Christmas dinner.
Aye.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm not really into that shit. Like, I turned around, and I seen them bringing the kids fucking sausages and chips, and I
Aye.
went, yo, I'll take one of them, and he just sat it down. See, 2 minutes later, see everyone at my table, all like, oh fuck, I wish I had it done with you, done.
But that's it, man. It's brass necking.
Fucking, it's not my first rodeo, let me tell you.
That's it. Why wouldn't it? It's food that's there. Like, yeah, take it. Give us a plate of that.
Fucking sausages and chips.
I would do that. Like, if it's, cause see, whenever you go away to the fancy hotels and stuff, like, you don't know what you're gonna get. See, we went to Amsterdam. Me and Nicole. I think it was the first time we went, and I was like, right, it's Nicole's first time ever going to Amsterdam. Let's make it really nice. We'll get a nice superstar hotel and all this here. Went in, as you say, it was like the bed was huge. We're like, fuck this. We're a bit like not about this hotel. This hotel's too good for us. Then we got there about 8 o'clock.
Stinking of grass.
And we went, no, we hadn't.
You were your Lonsdales.
I did have the Lonsdales, but I had been for a smoke at this point.
Fucking right. You had the Lonsdales back then, by.
So we were like, right, do you want to go downstairs? We'll get a bite to eat, and then we'll fucking head off into the red light district. I was like, right there on. So went down, read this menu, and didn't know anything on it. Like, it was posh as fuck. But we noticed duck, and we're like, right, well, we'll just get the duck. It's like, right, okay. So we sat there hungry as fuck, and then the waiter came and gave us this massive fucking bowl of salad, and went off, and we're like, all right, maybe this is like something to set the duck on or something. And then they never came back, so we were like, right, we're missing something here, and sort of poked and prodded, and underneath this like an inch and a half of salad, there was the finest slithers of fucking duck. Like, you're talking maybe about the length of my baby finger, and about like the way you get sliced.
Like Emma sausages she had in there last night.
And we sort of looked at each other and were like, that was €50. How the fuck is that? So we decided to go and eat the 4 bits of duck that was on the bowl, and we went to McDonald's.
Aye. You'd seen your way somewhere, you can't go wrong with McDonald's. You can't.
No, I know that with you. Even the thought of you having
or see in Amsterdam, mate, the Frankfurters on the street, they're the fucking dog's balls.
There's like a Bilger burger kind of thing in Amsterdam. They do the best burgers. Like, you pick what size you want it to be.
There's one of them in the town. You put like fucking gummies and all people are putting in their burger.
It's not Build-A-Burger though. It's kind of that idea, but it's not daft. It's just what size or how much meat do you want your burger to contain? What type of bap do you want? What salad do you want? What toppings like cheese and bacon and all that shit? And that's it. It's not like way Build-A-Burger is here. Yeah, as you say, you put gummy bears
and all that shit on, and the meat looks terrible. I love a good burger, me look.
I know you do.
But I've stopped eating bread.
Why?
I'm just eating meat now. That's my guts are falling out of me, mate.
Is this the start of this whole all meat diet that you said that you were going to start doing?
I've started, mate. I've been just drinking water and eating meat, and my blood sugars have been fucking brilliant.
Right. So no spuds.
No. Well, no. I have been dabbling in a couple of onion rings. So there, technically that's technically that's carbs still, but I'm on my way out. It's hard, mate. I genuinely feel like I have the fucking cold because of it. Like,
what do you mean? Because your body's just like missing out and stuff.
Fucking, do you see how much shade I eat? Like, mate, I'm a full muncher. Like packets of
Monster
Munch, Monster Munch, fucking chips, burgers. Like, I would fucking eat a baking soda in the morning and then get couple of burgers out of McDonald's in the afternoon, come back here, eat my dinner, drop you home and get more fucking another McDonald's or something. Like, it was bad, like. So
you're going to get McDonald's now just without babs?
No, I'm not. Just eating once a day, just dinner.
There used to be a guy who came in whenever I worked at McDonald's when I was fucking 17, and he was allergic to bread. And he would come in once a week.
Gluten intolerance?
No, it was like it wasn't even like one of these.
Do you know how you get rid of gluten intolerance?
How do you get rid of gluten intolerance, Jason?
See, every time someone talks about gluten intolerance, slap them in the fucking face.
That's it. No, I'll just go back into their holes. But that's it. Like, it wasn't a thing until very recently.
Celiac disease is that too. I get tested for that because obviously anyone who's diabetic then has a high chance of getting celiac disease. I was like, I'll do the test, no problem. And next one I'm laying there and I've got this big tube ready to stick it up my arse. And I was like, you may put me asleep. Like, do you want to do it a week or I was like, I'll do it a week.
I love how you were like, you may put me to sleep. It wasn't like, nah, I've changed my mind. Like,
no, they were like, do you want it under local anaesthetic or general anaesthetic? And I said, just give me local stuff, sweet. See, when I went in the theatre and I seen this, I was like, yo, you knocked me out, the fuck. You know what I mean?
No, you're all right. If it's a choice between checking whether I have a celiac disease or getting
Aye.
something shoved up
See
my
what it
arse,
is, mate? So, like, in your bowel or something, celiac disease, you have hairs in your bowel.
right?
Celiac disease is when the hairs are the hairs are meant to stand up, but celiac disease is when the hairs go flat.
Right.
That's the problem. And I was like, what is the side effects if I have celiac disease? I like have a sore stomach and shit all the time. I was like, do that anyway, sweet.
It's
Do you
like,
know what I
you
mean?
don't need to stick that up my arse. I probably have
I'm
it.
good. But no, it turns out I didn't have it.
Speaking of fucking weird ailments, mate, I found out something during the week that just blew my mind, and was like, holy fuck.
Wasn't that the gun from the hangover?
No. I'm not hungover. I'm all right. I'm just a wee bit tired. There's a thing. What's it called? Post-orgasmic illness syndrome, and it's a rare disease where you're allergic to your own orgasm.
Ah,
So
that's shite.
anytime
That is shite.
you release, you get the flu pretty much.
That's horrible. I constantly have the flu.
Wouldn't that be grim?
Fucking right, weird. That is horrible. That's one of the worst. I'd rather have no legs and no arms.
Like, do you know what I mean? You must really fucking love someone if you're gonna give yourself the flu all the time, you know?
Mate, that's fucking wild. That scares me, actually.
No,
It's my favourite thing in the world.
It's a very rare thing, apparently, so I don't think you're going to get
Have
it.
you
But
seen
then
the-
again, you are the fucking medical marvel.
Uh,
Fuck knows.
Fucking who? Have you seen the ones where your woman fucking comes like fucking 40, 50 times a day?
Oh,
Her body,
yeah.
like she's fucking just sitting
just
there,
walking through the supermarket.
Fucking, she's fucking, her legs are shaking, fucking squirting everywhere in Tesco's.
Clean up in aisle 7.
Mandy's back.
Oh, fuck, not you again.
Here, someone's walking behind her with a mopping bucket.
Shit, I think she's giving birth. No,
Do
no.
you remember you used to have to book appointments now for like COVID? That's what she has to do. Have an hour slap for her once a week.
The shop just gets closed down. Someone just follows it out. It's like fucking Fantasia.
Here, I need batteries from a remote. Sorry, sir. It's Mandy's hour.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's good to be back, eh?
Poor Mandy. No, do you know what? See, after having a week off and I having to listen to your shit, I'm like, oh, I enjoyed the peace and quiet last week. Like, it was good shit.
No, mate. I didn't, mate. As I told you, that was my 52-day streak of being in the studio. Fucking ruined.
Oh,
2 days I was out.
wish we had a big soundbite button.
What the fuck was that? Ooh.
Hello? We're working? I'm sorry.
Is it me you're looking for?
Look, you don't on camera this time.
For anyone who doesn't know, that's how I check the mics. I go, hello. Is it me you're looking for?
The amount of times
I also
I've had
do
to
that
listen to
whenever people say hello to me. Just saying.
you. Do you? Do you have any other weird
Why
quirks?
is my phone going boogaloo? Oh, I posted something.
That might be why.
Just bought tickets. So happy days. Here we are. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks.
Get them fast. Really looking forward to the event. Some buzz about it.
Yeah, it's really starting to pick up now. What is it? Just over 2 weeks to go?
Just under 3 weeks. Well, after Wednesday, we'll say over 2 weeks. That's how I look at it.
Aye, well.
We're splitting hairs, like.
See the hairs?
I see. We're picking hairs.
But
Flat
no,
fucks.
looking forward to it. It'll be nice to be back in Belfast and have a gig. It's been a
I
while.
know. And,
It's been a second. Is that how the fucking kids say it these days? It's been a second.
Obviously, we played Honey and Planet Love and that, but I haven't actually.
Aye, but like,
Honey, anyone who lives here knows like it's different. It's not bang in the city centre.
yeah.
So I mean, it's a bit outside, but yeah, excited. And you know what I mean, we've sort of backed off the gigs now, really, till the next year and focus on the music.
Yeah.
And big news coming for what's happening with us next year, which we can't wait to get out
There's
there.
always something that we
There's
can't
always-
say.
aye.
It's always just dangling that
Well,
wee fucking.
Vague as fuck.
Yeah.
But you notice I put the lights red behind us too for Halloween.
Oh, did you?
I think that's cool.
Do you
And
like
then
the
see
costume, did
when you're on your period too, you'll keep it red.
you? It's like an early warning
Aye.
indication system, is it?
But I know, yeah, the fucking I'm really, really looking forward to the event, and it's stressful, but it's not. It'll be worth it, like.
Yeah.
And you know, what I mean, see the plans we'll have for next year as well, for Not Fazed and Logic Extra Hard in Belfast. Whoo!
Do you wanna enlighten me on these plans? I just go along as a merry wee fucking dancer, you know. Jesus.
I already told you.
I know, but I was
I
pissed.
phoned you and said, right, this is what we're doing. And you were like, no sweat, mate.
Yeah, standard.
That's worry with me.
Again, man, I just go along for a merry dance, no drama. Any issues, but like, yep, this guy. This is the fella here.
Right, well,
so what else has been new with you since you fucking took a week hiatus on us?
Just the same shit. Trying to become a professional producer.
How's your classes going then? Is the ghost producer helping you much?
He's alright. He doesn't speak much, like.
No? Like
it's hard to see
like
as
well.
Is he? Nah, he's hard to see. Some days are, some days he's not. I don't call him a ghost, I call him the muse. Nah, but no, I mean, it's just struggling along. Fucking
singing your song?
Singing the song. Walking in a phase 2 Wonderland.
Do you remember that back in school? Whenever fucking like people scored goals and all the things, the wee song about fucking...
Yeah, we have one. There's a wee man. I'll make up a different first name. Like, his name is Marty White. We used to go, Marty White done a shite in the middle of the night. Saw a ghost eating toast halfway up a lamppost. For no reason.
Kids are so cruel, like. It was that literally is just all the words that you could rhyme with the one that came before. Like, it makes no sense.
Oh, mate. It's crazy. What was the other one? Remember the night you stood in your shite with your new shoes on. Remember the ones that you bought in Duns with your £10 coupon.
I feel like that song was made for me before you even knew me, man.
No, you were a wee bit above Duns, like. With the Lonsdales. You've put Lonsdale out of business.
Oh, fuck
They're fucking in administration right now.
That's alright, man. Needed to up their
2 pair of trainers a year you bought off them.
4.
10 years fucking straight.
It's their only fucking customer for
a bit of context, Dave wore the same Lonsdales for like ever since I knew him.
It wasn't the same ones.
It was the same make.
It was the same style. I bought the same shoes.
It was like buying a pair of Gazelles the same colour for 10 years straight.
Alright, but they were comfy.
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm saying you've fucked them now. Go on to the Adidas train.
Yeah, fuck them.
Just like, well, Adidas need your support now after Kanye West. Boys lost it. I still haven't seen what he said. That's not true. Like,
I'll tell you when we're off camera. Yes, we get fucking in trouble.
Like, Jews run the world. I think why they're not. I bet you if we Google now. The CEO of the top 500 companies in the world, I bet you most of them are run by Jews.
That's a fucking big claim to be making. And you're not Googling it on my computer. I don't want no fucking raid in my house.
Nah, and these fucking boys lost the plot, haven't they? Look.
Oh, he has.
See, it's funny. Like, it's funny for me to watch, but we're watching someone having a mental breakdown. Like,
I know, but the difference is it's okay for everybody else, right? But when you've been involved with the Kardashians, in whatever way, shape, or form, look at the amount of people that get involved with our family and then come out like a fucking nut.
Mate, Joe Rogan had a great bit about it. Like, if you watch it on one of his specials, mate, it was fucking hilarious about. I'll not go into it because I'll butcher it. Like, but it was just like the like Bruce was laying in bed and they were going, "You're a girl," and like no, just like really fucking putting stuff into his head with Kanye too. And at the end of the bit, he goes, "Good luck, Kanye." This was about 5 years ago. Like, it was cracking. It was funny as fuck. And he was like pretending like all the Kardashians were like demons, just circling and fucking hilarious.
I did always think it was like they'll just pick stuff out of a hat every morning. And they're just like, right, this is the crazy shit that we're going to do today. Oh, unlucky, that's what you've got. Oh, unlucky, Kim, you've got to go and have a sex tape.
See,
unlucky, Bruce, you're changing.
Ray J, was it, that read her in the sex tape? Can't remember his name. I seen on TikTok or something. He was on fucking lit the board.
Oh, I seen this in the news or something. He was calling them out saying that it was
but
all set up.
He goes, we'll see. And he goes, there's another like 3 tapes or something. But he goes, look, who signed off on that? And it was her signature.
Our mum or something was involved, or ma got a cut of it or something, and it's like, no.
Well, we know mean at the end of the day. I think we would have done them.
I wouldn't matter. Well, we've always joked like we could make a sex tape, but no one wants to see us bucking.
I would have.
Do you know what I mean?
If Big Kim was alright back then, like.
I don't know, but if you're a girl and you release some sort of sexual material, there's a lot of bigger chance that you're going to be thrust into stardom. Pardon the terminology there. But
I have to get in your star bust.
aye, but like, it doesn't work that way for fellas.
Nah, it's
Fucking
wild.
double standards, ladies.
Aye, where's the equality there?
Yeah. Get out with their fucking picket signs, protesting.
They're on to put Andrew Tate hat on. Bitch.
It's been a while since you've called me him. Jesus.
But no, it's fucking wild. And listen, mate, good on them, mate. They're fucking multi-billionaires. They've done great. Like, I'm all for you doing that. Like, but I mean, leave the girls alone. Like, I mean, the fucking bad influence on young girls. Like,
Yeah. I was
like,
talking to Nicole about this. We were watching a South Park episode where they were taking the piss out of Photoshop and how it's unrealistic images, but young girls don't know this. And it's like, see the way they want to put warning labels on meat because it's going to make you get fat, or they have it on drink and have it on fags. They should have it on photoshopped images to say this image is photoshopped, so that you know, right, something has been done, and it's like a disclaimer. Do you know what I mean? It's like fraud.
I agree. Fucking right.
And that way,
this is
that's
our
fine.
diabolics. Do you ever see the ones of some girl who's a model and she like took like 27 photos of the picture that she posted on social media, and the normal ones?
Aye.
I know what I mean. She's just like a normal girl. She's got the rolls. She's got fucking cellulite in her legs and all. It's like, that's the way it's meant to be. But then whenever whatever company is posting the fucking photos or airbrushing it and doing all that, it is scary. Like,
Here's one for you, right, for double
being
standards.
the father of a young lady she'll grow into is scary for that. I don't want her to
Yep.
feel like she's not good enough for this or that. Do you know what I mean?
And that is the worry that you have. But again, that's double standards for us because you've got a boy, and if I had a boy, you'd be like, "Knock you're right."
That's another great Joe Rogan. But see if Aisha come in to me and says like Harvey Weinstein says she could be the next Batman. If that's how you know I'm sexist. But if he come in and says, so he say Jack's come in or Aisha come in to me and says, here, Harvey Weinstein said I could be the next fucking Superwoman, but all I have to do is suck his dick.
Yeah.
I'd be like, right, we're going to fucking do this cunt in.
Yep.
See if Jack's come in and says Harvina Weinstein says all he has to do is lick her pussy, I'd be like, how tight's a contract then?
Is that what you're tight? Just the contract?
Yo, you're a man. You'll be okay.
But it is
Rogan
double standards. I read a thing on the news the other day that it's another class double standard, and fair fucks to the guy for what he done. So there was a fella. It was a long haul flight from London to either Australia or China or Thailand, somewhere in that general region of the world, and he paid for the seat with extra legroom. So cabin doors closed, and the woman sitting beside him has a child, and said, "Do you mind swapping seats with my husband, who was sitting in the row behind them with normal legroom?" And he said, "I'm sorry, but no. I pay for the extra legroom, and you could have done this, but you obviously didn't." Unfortunate. So the woman then got irate and started giving off, saying how inhospitable the guy is being. It's like, look, I'm not being difficult. I paid money for this seat.
Give me the difference in the money.
So then they got the air hostesses and all involved, or the air hostess, or whatever you're meant to call them these days. So they don't get offended. The wee person that gives you your drinks. They
fucking sky waiter.
They came down and all and asked him to move. He's like, "No, I'm not moving. I paid my money. This is my ticket. That's my seat allocation there. I'm sitting here." And eventually it all got sorted. They went and found somebody else who was willing to give up their seats for this family to sit together. And apparently it was just the other side of the plane. They could hear them for like the 13-hour flight, just her giving off buckets about how much of a dick this guy was. It's like, no.
I know.
There's certain circumstances, yeah, but if you're on a 13-hour flight, you know yourself.
You need that extra legroom.
And if you haven't bought the legroom,
mate, I hate them half-an-hour flights to Liverpool.
But like the argument's null and void. If you were if Heller and the child were in the front with the extra legroom and you're the seat behind them, and she needs help with the child, it's not like by you being here with the extra legroom that's gonna in any way, shape, or form affect you being able to just go round there unless the seatbelt signs on.
I don't even worry about the seatbelt thing.
Aye,
most
but do,
times,
you- do,
like.
you- do you know what I mean? Like, it's not
No,
going to make any difference whether
listen,
he...
see if it was just a bog standard flight, like a fucking EasyJet one hopping
Aye.
across there, and there's all the seats are the same, then
Yeah.
I would get up and let them fucking sit together,
Yeah,
like.
not for 13 hours.
But
no.
not till fucking wherever you're going in 13 hours. Fuck that.
No, I agreed with him, and it's like, I think it's more...
You misogynist.
No, it's more. I think it's more like that social convention. The woman get angry because she instantly thought, "Oh, social dictation will say that I must give up my seat for a woman with a child," and he was like, "Nah, I must pay my credit card bill and sit in my fucking seat. Bye."
See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.
But there's certain circumstances you would. So that was like fucking. Did I ever tell you about the time I got in a fight in the bus? Lo and behold, me getting involved in TransLink.
Was it beside a pole?
No. Some woman started fighting with me because I didn't give her my seat quick enough, right? And because she was being an ass, I just decided I was going to make it a bit more difficult before I give up my seat. Now, what had happened was I was sitting on the front part of the bus, which has like fold down seats where prams and all can go, right?
Yeah.
And I had my headphones on, and I was looking down at my phone, and the bus had stopped, and I was just reading the end of an article, but I would always glance up, because like I would always give my seat to an elderly person, or a pregnant woman, or whoever needs it. I'm not a dick. But
I beg to differ there.
this
like.
woman had get on with her pram, and before I'd even had a chance to look up, she was giving it all this, and I fucking took my headphones off. She's like, "Well, you're not even going to give me your seat," and I was like, "I didn't even know you could on the bus. Why are you shouting at me?" She's like, "Young man like you wouldn't give up." And I was like, "Well, do you know what? A young man like me's had 2 knee operations and finds it very difficult to stand up. Just because you've got a pram doesn't mean that you have fucking right away to sit here. See the way it says for fucking disabled or elderly? Well, I'm fucking disabled of the knee right now, okay? So shut the fuck up, love." And she didn't take too kindly to me giving her a bit of jib. I wasn't rude to her, but I was like, yeah, just...
Fuck, that sounded rude.
Well,
Like.
no, that was me elaborating in my angry way.
Well, if that's not rude, I don't want to see you fucking rude
quite,
then.
I'm quite good with the way I talk to people in public. I can be more relaxed here, but yeah,
Because you said madam.
she gave it a load of shit, and then eventually I just like, somebody else get off, because by the time we got to another stop, there was a seat, and I was like, "Look, there's a seat. I'm away. There you go. Sit down." So
And see, just so people know, see stops in Belfast, they're like every half an hour.
No, they're not. Like every 30 seconds. So I put this up on Facebook to just merely say that the point that I was getting across was, just because you have a pram doesn't give you the right to be rude and demand a seat. You should, because there was a fella standing across the way from me with his child. The pram was parked, but he was standing, and no one was offering the dad a seat. But she demanded a seat, and I was like, well, what? If he can stand, you can fucking stand. But
at the end of the day, if you would have got up and give her the seat, if she hadn't have fucking went back,
mate, the problem with this was, right, I put it up on Facebook what had happened, and people then misconstrued what I had put as me saying, "Fuck pregnant women with their prams getting on buses." And this went mental to the point where I put my phone away for 2 days because I couldn't deal with it, right? There was people from England.
Why did you not just delete?
Oh, because I wanted to see how it all played out, because it was like I wanted to watch people fighting each other in these comments. Like, there was people from England was slobbering at people I used to work with in an old job, who was slobbering at people in my current job, with people like that I don't even know. And this went on for 2 days. I think there's about 700 comments on it, mate. And we wait for every year for this to pop up in my memories. I'm like, it's that time of year again whenever I was addicted to trans. Like, but it was just like, I would have given her the seat, not a bother, if I had a chance to look and see that she was there. But she didn't. And I was
that's it. People jumping the gun, mate.
Yeah, don't
start
just
so many
expect stuff.
Mate, that's fucking how fucking wars start, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? People jump the gun. Hell on, here. What's he at? Did he just steal your cow there? We may go and kill that tribe. No, he didn't. He was fucking there was a branch stuck around its neck. He was taking it off.
Though. Like, word of mouth was enough to fucking get someone in massive trouble back in the day. Like,
100%.
Because that was it. You were never gonna.
You didn't live too long.
Yeah, it was just, if your argument's better than mine, then that's me.
Let's fucking go. Let's just burn the place down. Talking about not living too long. You see, fucking America. Some fella, his mum died.
Right.
And she had dementia, and he donated her body to science. So he took it and donated it to science. Do you know what happened?
No, but I feel like
The fucking they sold the body. So he's thinking, oh, happy days. Like she's gonna go here and they're gonna find out about dementia and all, and maybe help people in the future.
Aye.
Bollocks, mate. They sold it to the military, the US military, to fucking test the high IEDs at fucking jeeps.
Bollocks.
70-year-old woman in the jeep drove it down the road over an IED.
That's, and then people wonder whether they can
You're
trust their
watching the outside tits.
You're awful. But again, though,
Mate, he went to court and all to find out what happened, and
No,
I
but
ended up having to tell him, fucking sorry.
no, but in reality, I don't think a 70-year-old elderly woman is a good example of what it would be like. Like them men are trained units, and this is while Ethel, who's fucking.
I mean, see when you're using explosives, but you run out of bodies dead quick. Like you can only use them once. Excuse me, Sarge. I'm gonna need another one. I've only an old doll here. Is that all right? Send her over.
Yeah, that's definitely something you're not going to get any reusable material for. Like fucking single-use plastic.
I don't get me wrong, mate. I was sad for your fella, mate, but I couldn't stop laughing when I was reading.
Oh no, that's. But like, what would you do in that situation? Like, you think something's happened
I'd
to your...
be fuming, like I'd be raging.
But that you see people being like, oh, I'm going to donate my organs to science. Like, see, when you're dead, you've no control over what happens to your body. Like, people, it doesn't matter what your last will and testament is. People are going to do what they want to do. It's not like you're going to do anything.
I don't give a fuck, mate.
You definitely won't give a fuck. You'll be
get those organs away from me. the racks. Fuck's sake. But no, that's crazy though. Like, I never expected. Seeing I started reading the article about what happened, I was expecting it to be like it's fucking like they found out that this cell does this.
You didn't expect.
I didn't realise it was going to be lying over a desert floor somewhere in Nevada.
Some wee vulture just fucking picking away at it.
Fucking hell.
But
no, I'd love to have been the soldiers putting her in. I wouldn't have loved to have been. I would have loved to sing the soldiers putting her in, because there's no way they're being respectful.
Oh no, not at all.
Fucking Yanks.
Big fucking weekend at Bernie's or something. I'm just walking down to get my shopping here. Boom.
Oh, hello, young man.
Do you know which way I need to go?
Do I take a left or a right, sir? But if you do, ma'am, don't go right. There seems to be an explosions happening down there.
Right you are.
Right, thanks very much. Boom.
You scared the balls.
There's wee Sandra.
No, that was wee Sandra. There's wee Sandra, and there's a wee bit of her over there, and a wee bit over there.
God forgive us. But there you go, mate. That's so just when you're donating your body to science, it might not be for what you want it for.
No, I wouldn't donate my body to science for that reason, and that reason only.
I don't even want the shit put in me. You know the stuff they put in you to make you fucking... fuck, I just reminded me, I remember my fucking mate died last week.
Fuck mate, sorry to hear that.
I fucking hell, it was out of my head too. It was coming like, he was only like 28, 29 maybe, but he fucking basically lived with me for fucking couple of years. And fuck, me and him had my mad torture when we were kids, like.
Aye.
But his fucking ma died when he was really young of alcoholism.
Right.
And that's what happened to him, like. 28, mate. I seen him.
Just drinking?
Drinking every day. A couple of years ago, I seen him. I have loads of memories, like this wee coist to call him. And I have loads of memories of him, but the only thing that annoys me now is see all the memories I have with him, it was me and him fucked up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was none of us like just sitting. We were either stoned, we were either drunk, we were either wiped out, whatever.
Yeah.
And whenever my granny died a couple of years ago, he was there, and we went back to his house, me, Jordan, and all, and he was like, mate, he looked old as fuck, man.
Aye.
This was maybe 3 years ago, and he was like, fucking, mate, all I do, mate, sit here and drink. I was like, mate, I can get you a job in the place I was working. I was like, I can get you a job, mate, on fucking sort yourself out. Like, that's all you need is a wee bit of purpose. And I said to my boss, and he's like, aye. I said, "Christ, never any interest to come up like." And
That's
then
it. When you're stuck in that.
he was getting the sick mate, so he was getting like DLA or whatever it is now, PIP. So he was fucking getting like $1,000 a month plus his house paid for. He was just sitting there smoking 40 fags a day, drinking two cases of Carlsberg.
That's what the bad thing is as well. I've always said about the benefits. Not that people don't need it, but the benefits are that good. And you're like, well, why the fuck would I go and get a job?
I know.
Even whenever me and Nicole had the child and we first applied to see what we could get for help, they were like, you can't get a fucking penny because you two have two good jobs.
You used to work full time?
Sorry, hold on a minute. So that means that we're not entitled to any help. It's like, nah, you would be better to quit your jobs and have more children. It's like, sorry, hold on. Are you? Did you actually just say them words to me? And it's just, as you say, there's no motivation.
What's the point?
But that's what the problem is when you sit in your arse and you get into that just the loop.
Stir crazy. That's why people die so quickly after they retire.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's cunts I've worked with, mate, doing the parcels that are fucking like 60 or like 65.
Yeah, my dad's 70 next year.
Exactly, there you go. He's sharp as a tack. Do you know why? Because you're not getting your pension pay when you're doing the parcels for a start.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're constantly on the go. Like, but see the people that retire when they're like fucking whatever age it is, 65, and then they're sitting on all this dough and they're like doing nothing.
Yeah.
They just sit in the house, they wake up, watch Jeremy
fucking
Kyle, watch whatever the fuck's on the TV, go and get a fry. Again, not very good for you. And then they go back and sit in the fucking house.
Yeah.
And then, boom, next minute, they deteriorate.
Or
See,
they
once
go
they
and
leave,
sit in the pub because that's where you're going to get company with the other old boys.
Once they leave work, they deteriorate so fast because they don't have the... Like, you know what I mean? Well, it doesn't even have to be work. It just has to be some sort of hobby or
just
something.
Something to keep the mind ticking over.
My granda was the same. Like whenever my granda retired, it was a steady decline because he started putting on more weight, started fucking like then he got dementia and all obviously, but it was like just boom, it was just like a steep because he didn't do nothing. But before he was fucking on the oil rigs and all, no fucking built like a shit house. It's crazy. Like
my nanny looked after people who had dementia until she was 75. And by the time she was 80, she was riddled with it and just didn't know what the crack was. She still lived for another 12 years, like, so she'd have got a good innings. But again, as you say, that's what I worry about my dad now, 'cause he's starting to semi-retire and he doesn't really have any hobbies per se. Like, he likes the game of golf, but...
He got a dog, has he?
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
The dogs love more than I am.
Big Keith's listening, I'm thinking about getting you a dog, big man.
But but a dog's not enough. Like, you need something to keep the brain active.
You need a fucking Springer Spaniel. That'll be enough. You'll have to walk that thing. The fucking cows come home.
my dad goes out 4 or 5 walks with a dog a day. Like, but it's still you need something. That's why I always think it'd be sweet because of what we do with the music. Because you'll always be still sitting learning technology and stuff. So whenever you get, you'll not be one of these older people who'll be like, oh, technology, like social media fucks me a bit. But that's because I have no real interest and never have done.
Yeah.
But like technology and all that you'll still be into because of obviously advances in music and all that there.
It's fucking wild, mate. But no, I mean 28-year-old, maybe 29. I think he was 28 though. He was a couple of years younger than me. Like, and the first time I ever met him was whenever like I was young, because my man and dad were still together, and we lived in Weefield up the road, and he came up the family, and he was like cousins or something, the family in the street, and he come up there because his fucking ma died.
Right, okay.
So I just this was way before I ever started like me and him being friends.
Mm-hmm.
He was running about the street with us, and I was always like, he's a cheeky wee get him, like like he was very fucking witty and like, he was charismatic wee fuck, and he was funny. And even back then I was like, and then obviously as years went on and grew up, and we bumped into each other again. We had that connection of the old days.
Yeah. Talking
about 15, 16. Now whenever I was 15, 16, he was probably fucking 10, 11, like. He was well younger than us, like he was fucking I'm 32 now, he's 28, you know what I mean? He was way younger than us. But he had his granny and like he fucking tortured his granny. Like we used to have to go and get him and say, we have fucking mate, calm down or like you know what I mean? But again he went through a hard fucking time.
Yeah. Well that's it. Whenever you go through hard shit, things happen. That's
hurt people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how you sort of deal with it or how you come out the other side.
But the fact that when we were younger too, I would say I'd never want to fucking go like my man on then went exactly the same way. Like,
But like it's you're a product of your environment, aren't you?
that's it, mate. And see on that shangle, mate. See if you're on the road to no time, mate. It's so like you can just walk out, you can get whatever drugs you want, you can get whatever drink you want, you can get. You know what I mean? It's like no, there's not very little support there to help people like that.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't even think that's just the Shankill. That's our country across the
Uh,
board. It's all this.
That's
Oh,
true.
well, we can help you, but it's going to be a 4 or 5 month waiting list. And you're like 4 or 5 months, you're going to be a
Not be
completely
here,
different person than what you see in front of you right now. Like so,
it is crazy. Like I look at myself, even this time last year, how different I am. Like
yeah,
how much I've grew up and changed. But then if you even go back 2 years, I'm like fucking hell. Like you, you're not the same person for long.
No,
Life
fuck.
experience smacks you in the face, changes you. You get more empathy as you get older, or you get less empathy as you get older, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like whatever your fucking situation is, molds you.
yeah. But I even because obviously we've been doing this 10 years now. Even all the memories and all that are coming up, and you're looking at us, you're like, we were fucking babbies when we started this. Like you don't realise it, but you look back at it all, you're like, we were fucking kids.
Like, didn't have a clue what we were doing.
No, we just blagged it.
We blagged it and it worked
Yeah.
at the start. Fuck's sake.
But it is.
What does it say? Fake it till you make it.
Mm. That's what she said anyway.
Haha, it's fucking fake it every night.
So here's one for you. The end of a loaf of bread, right? What do you call it?
Heel.
Like the end bits?
Heels.
Yeah.
Uh,
I call it the hair. Because everyone's touched it, but nobody wants it.
no, I'll eat no heel me, like.
Would you?
Oh, I fucking right.
Oh, no, mate.
Not now, like, I'm off bread.
Well, that's right.
Nah, no, but I would. I'd eat a heel, no sweat. Like, doesn't bother me. Just
No,
it'd
I'm
be a
not.
wee bit more crispier.
I would eat, do you know sun-blazed bread?
Aye.
I would eat a heel of that. Because there's so much bread in that, and if you really butter it on a bit of toast, like that's a good buttery bit of bread you've got.
Sunblessed. What? I think Kingsmill, I think someone's she always gets. I just eat whatever she gets.
Getting really fucking some good content here. What's your favourite type of bread that you don't eat bread anymore?
Whatever she buys, I eat.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't really have a say in the matter.
I don't have a preference on bread. Like bread's bread. I thought you would have been more inclined for bread because you're the fucking toast man.
No, no. I'm a toast man, so I eat bread.
So since it's Halloween and
That's a good name for the heel, though. I'll
What?
start to use that from now on.
the hair, since it's Halloween, have you ever like what any mad experiences you've had, or have you ever caused complete and utter carnage on Halloween, or what's
I burnt a full fence down on my old street.
right?
So,
A fence into someone's house, or
their fucking back garden fence.
right?
So it was Halloween. We're all lighting fireworks and all that bollocks. And had a lighter, obviously, because we used to be able to buy like a pack of 5 rockets for £1 or something.
Right.
So we obviously stole a lighter and went fucking round. See, back in, when you went round trick-or-treating, you didn't say trick-or-treat, you sang Halloween's coming up.
and the kids is getting
And you
fat.
never got candy. Or
No,
you
it was
never
always
got, it was
money.
always money.
Yeah.
So we went round, fucking done a good 2-hour shift, got about 15 quid. And all
you
we
did?
could think was, 15 packets of rockets. Let's go. So we went to the, now you had to knock the man's door and he used to come out and he used to sell you rockets.
Aye.
He didn't give a fuck what age you were. He was just
He was
looking at the
making
money.
coin, like.
That's it. So we got the rockets and we were boom, 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 run out of the end, mate. We used to fucking be dickheads. Like, we used to put them in people's letterboxes and all. And
Jesus fuck.
I mean, scumbags. I'm
I
being
love how you're saying
serious.
that like it's somebody else.
No, I'm being serious. We wankers we were. So fucking we run out of rockets, but we had a lighter. And my man and dad were stripping my bedroom at the time, and they had all the wallpaper strippings up the driveway to go
Aye.
into the dump. He said, "Mum, we'll go and get that and we'll set a fire." And we did. Beside a fence. Fucking fence just went
Right.
boom. Fucking made fire brigades, everything. Our oil tank was just behind it.
Holy fuck.
And because all the Batman wallpaper was on everywhere, they knew it was me.
It was the
Fuck.
Batman
My
wallpaper
man,
gave you
I
away.
think had to buy a new fence and all for your man. Like,
You're like, it's all right. He's got diabetes. He does these kind of things.
I wouldn't have that stage. Like. I was
mental.
I was pre-11.
I remember a time. This isn't on Halloween, but it was. I lived just off the Sandown Road, and they were building new houses, and me and the other guys from the street were like, "Oh, we'll go and fucking mess about in the construction yard." We always used to play hunt, because obviously
Whoa. You used to play what?
hunt.
Hunts.
Hunt.
It was called Hunts.
Why?
Because it was. That's what we call it. You want a game of Hunts?
I'm not going to argue with you over a letter
Yeah,
S.
that's
like,
exactly. That's like fucking.
but you're
that's like Cribby and Kirby.
It's not. No, but that's two different words.
No, it's
altogether.
not.
A child goes to
Hunts.
sleep in a crib,
It was
and a
hunts,
curb is the thing
not
on the side
hunt.
of the road. No, but you go and hunt people.
Hunts.
You're not. It's like, oh, I'm
You
going
hunt.
hunting. You're not fucking Elmer Fudd.
It's-
I'm
it's called
hunting
hunts.
rabbits.
It's called Hunts.
Right. Well, anyway, that's what we would normally have done, right? But
Played Hunts.
yeah,
Murder Hunts.
but it was
Murder Hunts or Tickle Hunts.
What?
Do you not? So seeing Hunts, right? What you used to do is you used to have two
Oh, I know.
teams. You give a letters.
Murder hunt was you got the fuck bit out of you. You get caught.
Hunts. Murder Hunts. So
No,
what
it's
we
fucking hunt.
so see whenever we used to play Murder Hunts or Tickle Hunts, what you used to do is you used to have two teams of 5 or something, right? And you used to have to make a 5-letter word.
I'm trying.
And one
I'm more
team.
curious of this tickle hunt.
Yes. So
Hunts or whatever you want to call
that's
it.
what you played with the girls because they didn't like getting beat.
Aye.
So what you used to do is Murder Hunts. You'd have had a letter, I'd have had a letter, and it would have spelt the word. And then once you caught one person, you used to have to beat the fuck out of him to get the letter out of him.
Yeah.
And then if you could guess the thing before all of them were caught, then you win.
Yeah, right.
That's how we played it.
Right. Well, we didn't do any of that. We just caught each other and then went and smoked
Shank
fucking blue. You know what I mean? That was I was like, oh, have we all been caught? Okay, let's go for a round of buckets then. But we was pissing down, so we're like, right, it's probably not safe to be fucking climbing on scaffolding here. Let's be a wee bit safe about this. I know we're like 5 feet up here in these fucking empty houses, but no wet scaffolding with a no-no. So again, yeah, had a lighter, and we're like, there's a tin of fucking petrol over there.
Oh.
Found a load of polystyrene. Poured the tiniest bit of petrol on top of this polystyrene, and we're like, it'll give us a wee fire. Lit it, and the whole fucking thing went. But the fire was that big, it started burning the rafters of the half-built house. So, as you would do, we fucking legged it.
Yeah, and that
So as we were running this guy's house to tell us there, we were running fast as fuck, and as we were getting closer, we're like, need to slow down and come up with a fucking story here. We can't be like, we've just burnt a construction yard down.
Say
So
nothing.
we were like, right, we'll say that we were sitting playing football on the corner, and we've just seen a load of boys running out of there really quick, and we went to have a nosy, and we seen that there was a fire, and we came straight down here to tell you, because we're all good boys. Straight in, fucking fire brigade and all were phone. By the time the fire brigade came down, it was out, because obviously the rain had got it. But Jesus, see, for that whole hour,
Anxiety.
we were like, fuck, and then afterwards, it was like, have we got away with this? Has this actually happened?
And then your mindset starts changing. You're like, fuck, we're mad as fuck, aren't we?
No, we didn't go and set the construction site on fire again. Like that was too much for us.
Senior kid, did you have weird names for people that lived around the area?
Oh, yeah. There was a woman who lived across the road from me called the greenhouse lady, because she lived in a greenhouse and was a wanker.
Fuck's sake, we had Mr. Lovely.
Mr.
We used to
Lovely.
go, Mr. Lovely.
Did you play tickle hunt
No,
with Mr.
no.
Lovely?
Do
Did
you know why we called him that? Because he was lovely for an old chase. He pinged his window.
right,
He used to
okay.
chase you. You go, what lads, it's fucking boring tonight. And then me or wee Dale would go, Lovely. And we all knew we were going to Mr. Lovely's house. And we used to call him a wee wab as well.
Getting a chase or playing fucking jumping
We had
fences?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Who was that?
He looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he was another one, mate. See, he hit his windows with snowballs. He used to chase you in his black taxi. And he lived on the mountain, so it was always fucking snowing.
See, I
We
never got
tortured
that.
him.
Why would people why chase you? Because you know that you're giving
That's
them.
all we
They
wanted,
know if they know that you're going to chase them. That's it. You're just opening yourself up to
Mate,
fucking.
we never even used to like play knock the door and run away. We used to open the doors, mate, and shout in. We cunts. But, and what was the other one? Jackie Jungle. Jackie Jungle was my one. He used to drive about like in an old Honda 90,
Aye.
but his left foot or something used to drag along the ground. And he used to have long hair with like devil worshipping signs over the helmet.
Jesus.
We used to just call him Jackie Jungle, and he used to chase you. And who else? Gordy 2P. And he went from Gordy 2P's mad one, mate. Right, see his cunt, right? He's fucking huge. Want to see how tall he is, but he's not the full shilling, right?
Right.
But you call him Gordy 2p because if you throw 2p in the ground and go like do a twirly whirly, he twirls round, or he fucking he go do a dinosaur and he goes "Arrgh," and he'll lift the 2p up. So he used to always knock about our school, and we used to call him Gordy 2p.
There's a guy in our school would
We had
have
how long,
bet
but
himself
me
for
and
50p.
Haller were driving down the fucking road one day. I was probably about 28. Jack's might even have been in the car. Like this was a few years ago, like maybe just before the pandemic, and he was standing at the top of the old Park Road. And I said, "Tell her watch this here." And she went, "What?" And I goes, "Twirly whirly." And he had shopping bags. And he started doing the twirly whirly. Me and her, mate, I mean, we pissed ourselves. I was like, it's just like being in school again.
Seeing a full grown man doing a fucking
Mate,
spin with
want to see
shopping
a
bags.
size, but no, what do you call him? Remember that he used to do the thing? He had the Hitler moustache, but years ago, like back in
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. No, the tall one of them, the heavier one.
No, no, you're talking about Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
Aye, that mate, the heavier one. He looks like him,
Charlie
mate.
Chaplin.
He looks like him, mate. And fuck. But I wrote on Facebook the other day about like
fucking Bert.
a couple of weeks ago, right? Someone, it was like a meme or something, like saying, "Who do you remember from your childhood?" And I wrote Jackie Jungle and Gordy 2p, and someone wrote under here, "He used to live next door to me. He's strong as an ox. Like he used to fucking attack hit the wee man's man. All they had to move out or something because of him. He was writing.
Because he was nuts.
He was
doing too many twirly whirlies.
His fucking head was gone.
That's
Like
what happens when you spin round too much.
Gordy 2p. Jackie Jungle was the best one, but he was fucking. We had all these rumours out because he used to live between like Ballysillen and Laganeel. It was like a wee bit of no man's land, or like Catholic or Protestant or that kind of thing. He used to live in one end, but the house was fucking like terrible. But it was, and he always wore the devil worship stuff. But we used to fucking have this. Oh mate, he fucking lives with kids and fucking
there's always one that you had the story about.
He burns him and he fucking like it was like fucking hocus pocus in his house.
Big fucking witch's cauldron and all, just full of fucking bones.
Fuck. Anyone listening to this from fucking Ballysillen will know exactly what I'm on about. Like they'll be like, Jesus Christ, oh fucking Jackie Jungle.
Back to the original question. The I would say the maddest thing that I've ever done at Halloween was a twofer that happened in one weekend. So my mate's missus went away to Liverpool with her friends for a stag do and left her car at his house. I was like, right, sweet, dead on. So we all were going to have a party, but I was working the next day, so I was like, I'll come down for a bit, but then I've got to go. So went down for a while, had a couple of drinks, and we thought, wouldn't it be funny if we stuck her car on Gumtree for a laugh? But she left the keys and all. So I went out, took photos of it like properly, opened the inside of it and all, took the inside photos, stuck it up for like fucking, like it was I can't even remember what car it was, but it was a lovely car. I stuck it up for like 500 quid to get a load of interest on it, and stuck her number on it as well. So whenever she was on the handy, she would just be getting tortured. So we left it at that, and we're all sort of sitting, we're like, what else could we do? That was funny, like, because she's going to come home tomorrow and be fucking fuming at us. And then we thought, right, well, it's Halloween. There's going to be trick-or-treaters. I know that the people who were in the house were not going to be leaving whenever I left. Once I left the house, that would be the front door locked until I probably returned the next afternoon after I'd finished my shift at work. So me and another one decided, right, get a bit of paper and a pen. And we wrote this fucking note out saying that I'm duly noted by the courts to inform you that a sex offender lives at this address and the trick-or-treaters are not or should not be knocking on my door. And I was like, right, I've got to go for work here. See you later. My mate drove us home, and as we were leaving, we fucking stuck the note to his front door, left. Came back the next day, the note was still there. I was like, obviously no one's noticed this. Off the door, into the pocket. I was like, oh, well, how's it going? Did you have a good night, did you? Any trick-or-treaters?
All the kids coming round be like, fucking hell, like, their mas and dads bringing them. Your man's a pedo.
He lived in a
see a name like that in a council estate too, that sticks.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Such and such the pedo. Let's just call him Mike the pedo.
Oh, it was so funny. It was fucking great. We had great bants with that, and I didn't know for quite a while. The same person I also killed on Facebook. That was fucking great. I was wild for an old fucking Facebook fucking stealing, doing bad things to people. So one day when I come down, I went up to go for a piss, and he'd left his computer open. And I just went on his Facebook and wrote this whole thing about, can't believe you've been taken from us so soon. So, so so tragic that so tragic what's happened. Just gone but not forgotten. Like this whole big thing. Hit it, closed the computer, went for a piss, but I knew that everybody's phones were dead downstairs, so no one could get through to anybody. And I just sat there and waited and waited and waited. And about 3.5 hours later, all you hear is, "What the fuck have you done?" And I was like, oh shit, he sounds a lot angrier than I initially meant this to be. And he's like, "You're a wanker." And then by the third shout down, he's like, "Haha, good one." But there was like hundreds of comments of like DJs and all, right? Like, oh, this. And I think the more he's read down the comments and the list, the more he's like, "Oh, that's quite nice. It's such and such." Oh, that's not so bad. But then because
you all do when you die.
Once we turned our phones and all back on, fucking all of them go, what's happened to him? What's happened? Like nothing. It was just Dave being a dick.
Fuck's sake, that's class, mate. The ones I would have done was just like, oh, fucking, I like it in the bum.
Oh no, I was wild for it. I done it for him and another one as well, and wrote this full proper thing about how it's time for us to set the record straight and just to let you all know that we actually are a couple. And
did you see that fucking ones about fucking Edgar Casillas and fucking, that's all about fucking
they were getting stopped in the street and all people congratulating them, and I was like, do you know what's more better about this? The fact that people actually believed that was genuine. No one actually called these out like, haha, very good, someone's obviously got you. People genuinely believed that you two were a couple.
That's worse, do you know what I mean?
There you go.
Fucking trying to take a piss of gay people and it backfires on them because you fucking do look at fucking dicks.
Oh, it was funny, man. I not to toot my own trumpet, but I was great at an old prank. Her fucking stepsister was messaging her the other night. It's like I was trying to buy a fridge for my new house, and the girl who bought it off Marketplace, wait till you see this. So she sent her a screenshot, and she'd said, "Can you tell me the dimensions of the fridge so I can see if it fits into my thing?" And she wrote back going, "You and your partner can kiss the butt of my hole," and blocked them.
Fuck.
And I was like, right, do us a favour. Where was this on? Marketplace? Aye, right, sweet. I went and got your woman's fucking details and all. I was all ready. I had all these questions I was going to hit her with, and I was like, see your ice tray, like, are you able to individually cool the ice cubes? Like, can you do them different temperatures, or is it just like, what's the biggest pork loin you can fit in your fridge? And finally found her after a bit of searching. It was all geared up. I was like, oh, I gotta hit her with all these fucking questions to be a wanker message. Oh, have you got that fridge for sale? No, I sold it. I was like, fuck.
That's like,
are you sure? I'll offer you more money. I was trying to bait her into the conversation. Fuck's sake.
That's like one of them ones, mate. You ever get it? Like, you have an argument with someone, you're like, see, next time I see him, I'm going to say yes, I'm going to do that, I'm going to be like this, and then you see them, and you're like, oh, mate, what's happening? You're like, oh, fuck me, what's happening? But it doesn't even materialise the way you thought, but you spent fucking 2 hours worrying about it.
I love a good prank, mate. See, there was a guy I phoned off Gumtree one day. Whenever I used to get stoned and all, we were sitting there with nothing to do, we just streamed through. And like people would be giving stuff away for free, like free hairbrushes and all. Like some guy was giving away a headboard for free, and I was like, broke mine. Think I'm gonna have to fucking have a child in the way soon. You haven't got a crib or anything. But there was this one guy selling a box of assorted VHS tapes, and I was like, right, well this could definitely lead us on to a few fucking things. So phoned him, put on the old country. Oh well, what about you there, boy? You fucking selling that box of VHS, all right? And let him in, and it's like, so many is there? Thinking it'd be like 20 or so. Oh, I've got about 600 sitting there. I was like, fuck. It's like, have you what sort of genre is it? And he's like, oh, it's a wide collection of game shows and documentaries and all. I was like, he's where are you from? I was like, Belfast. He goes, I've a load of UVF tapes if you want them. I was like, holy fuck. This is like a massive segue.
Or the legal ones or illegal ones.
Like, right, okay, fuck. And then it threw me a wee bit, and then we just ended up talking shit to him for a bit, asking him, so what other ones? And then asking him his opinion on the certain documentaries that he was talking about and all. And then I was like, mate, it's alright. I don't think I'll take them. It's not my cup of tea.
Fuck's sake, I remember we got out of school. We went on the peak. Me, Johnny, and Johnny Rabin. That's what we called him. But me, Johnny, the mate Johnny. And like Maxwell's ma always worked all day, and fucking Carl was had just left school. I think we were maybe 5th year or something. So we went back to Johnny's, or we went back to Maxwell's house, and the door would be open, went in, Carl was sleeping, we were like, right, we went to boys model, Maxwell went to BRA, we're like, right, we're going to have to try and get him out of school here.
I remember you telling me.
Mate, we fucking phoned the school, no, like 3 absolute cabbages, going, hello, it's Maxwell's fucking auntie or something, his uncle just died, he needs to come. The school went in the meltdown, then the phoned us back and everything, mate. We were sitting in his house.
Pretend to be girls. Couldn't have been like another uncle or something.
Mate, about fucking 4 hours later or whatever, because we were on the bike, we weren't in school. Maxwell came, all we heard was the door slam open. He's like, these are wankers. I goes, I got a Saturday detention. But he says it was a big thing in the school, like, because obviously at the start of what, like, a family member died, so they were like, I'm sorry to tell you this. Me, fucking Johnny and Johnny Ratton were sitting
freaking like going, oh shit, what
we were ringing off his house phone, because there wasn't mobiles back then. We were phoning off a house phone. Fucking madness, mate. I remember fucking getting Maxwell steaming too one day. Johnny went in to his house on a Sunday, and he was fucking sitting there, and his man left him $2.50 to go to a shop and buy like eggs and milk and all. We fucking scooped the $2.50 up and went.
Is this me got run over? You've told us.
No, it's everyone. He goes, we go, Maxwell, give you $2.50 if you knock off Vaga. He goes, no sweat. Knock the Vaga. Here's there you go, $2.50. He was fucking steaming. Go here. So we got it back out of his wallet. The same thing. What goes, Maxwell? We'll give you another $2.50 if you knock more in. He knocked at me and he biased him. Can't even say. He biased him. He was fucking lit.
How much vodka was he drinking for $2.50?
It was only like a fucking quarter bottle. We were only like 16. And mate, I swear to fuck, right?
I feel like this is like the scene from the In-Betweeners. We're all getting pissed in the living room.
Mate, see, back then we had no money or nothing, obviously, and he was like, fucking right, I have a $5 to go and get something to eat. We went to walk out the door, me and Johnny handed him the notice, man. He was fucking rich. Here he was, mate. He just turned around and down the street and come up with eggs and milk.
Not a fucking chip that he had his fucking heart set on.
Fuming. But fuck, mate, that was the day Wayne Rooney scored that wonder goal against Newcastle. Oh, mate, fucking, mate, I'm telling you, I still laugh this day. See, I asked Johnny about it because he remembers different parts of it than I remember of it. I actually ended up fighting both of us, like. Well,
I'm not surprised.
He was punching the fuck out of both of us. We didn't fight back with him.
You get into a fight with him because you fucking stroked him, mate. Like that, I would fight you.
I would have done it too. Like
I would hit you.
And he ended up completely steaming. Like it was so funny. Fucking hell! I thinking back, mate, see that we were wee wankers. Like
I remember we phoned someone, and this was the start of everyone finding out that I was really good at pranking. So we used to just go around, be like, right, call out random numbers. We'd done 02890, and then 6 numbers. See whoever answered was just getting it. Phone through, some woman answered. It's like, hello, good evening. This is Officer McGarty of the Northern Ireland PSNI. Just calling because we've had reports that your IP address has been getting used for some sort of illegal material. He's like, oh no, wouldn't be anybody like that in my house. Oh fuck, here, actually, before I finish that story, whenever I used to work for Sky, there was some woman phoned through because she had like babe station bills and all this here and her thing. And you're trained for this, so you have to say, okay, well, is there anybody else that lives in your property? Okay, could it have been them? Could it have been a child? Could it have been your husband? Yada yada. So you go through the question, he goes, no, it's just me and my teenage daughter here. And you're just sitting going, I think you need to go and have a fucking chat with your child.
Your daughter.
You're just like fucking, what was the point of the story I was telling her?
Or who she having around, friends. Because we used to do that, like, we used to fucking, we used to go into people's houses and like, well, what's a pin to watch this movie? Or the, like, whoever, and I'm answering no names, they used to say, like, oh, fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, Playboy, fucking, what was it, fucking Triple X or something, fucking, just buy them all, mate.
I know someone done that whenever their mate went on holiday. It was whenever they were in uni, and their mate went away for the weekend, and they went into his room and paused a porn scene on his TV and just left for the weekend. And whenever he turned the TV off, the image was burnt into the TV.
That's right, remember it used to do that.
Like the old TVs. But I phoned this woman. Long story short, she was like, "No, it's just me and my husband." I was like, "Okay, well, we are going to be sending in charge." Derek, I've got the police on the phone. Like, this went on for about half an hour. Me convinced, like, and can I just take your officer number? I was like, yes, certainly. My officer number's this. Made up a whole thing. I'm based in Castlereagh Police Station. You just phone through if you need to ask. You ask for Officer McGarty. It's like, look, what we're going to send a wee car around, so we are anyway, just so we can just check that everything's fine. It's just we'll have to follow up on all these things, as I'm sure you can appreciate with the sensitive nature. That was it. Hung up. Got the bus home. Went to bed. Never thought anything about it until the next night when we're all smoking again. I was like, do you want to phone them cunts back? Phoned them back. It's like, oh, hello again. Sorry about last night. It was just there was a few things came up and there was no cars available to go around. Are you sitting in this evening? Are you? And she could tell she was seething like that.
Oh,
shit!
I've just been up all night watching
24 hours of badness in this household. And then I just came clean. It's like, I love, just let you know I'm not the police. Your husband hasn't done nothing. See you. And hung up. But man.
Do you ever remember the one years ago? It was like. It used to be flying about all the Walkman phones, but it used to be your man around. Hello, I'm ringing up about the chest in the drawers. And she's like, yes, sorry, I've been told you. I'm just wondering, was there ever any shite in the knickers in the drawer? It was so fucking funny, mate. It was daft as fuck, mate. I used to piss myself. See the best one, mate? I think you should pull it up at the end of the show. Do you remember the prank call that rang in the BBC News about Jimmy Savile?
Oh, about him getting the
mate. Oh, I don't know what everyone's gurning about Jimmy Savile about. He's an nice man.
He milk a cow blindfolded, that's what it was.
He fixed it for me to milk a cow blindfolded.
Mate, there was one we done in Ballygown, right? And I was just bored and just set this up completely. And they're like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just going to entertain the strip out. So we parked outside this wee Chinese restaurant. And our Chinese takeaway, and I ran into them. I was like, "Can I borrow a pen?" And they're like, "What for?" I was like, "Look, I'm sitting out in the car there, filling out a job application form. I forgot my pen. Can I have it?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Look, I'll bring it back to you. 2 seconds, no bother." Went out to the car and went, give him the finger and drove off. Right. So we literally drove up the road a bit, and then I phoned the Chinese back about 15 minutes later. And I was like, "Hello, it's Officer McGarty from the Northern Ireland PSNI." It's like, we've had reports of a pen thief in the area, and we're just wondering, you haven't seen any suspicious activity? It's like, yeah, they came in, they stole our pen. It's like, oh,
brilliant.
Was that this evening? Was it? Like, 15 minutes ago. It's like, oh, jeez. It's like, I couldn't get a description of this cop. It's like, he was a tall man, ginger hair. I ginger hair. The fuck are you getting this from?
I can see how they get it confused. Like you're on the cusp.
Oh fuck, mate! But that's what it was. It was just making wee things that you could just wind people up for your own personal amusement.
Because it was like, see, whenever I was growing up, there was no fucking community centres really or anything to go to by that stage. See, whenever I was younger, there was one, and then it started to die out.
Yeah.
And then you get the odd age, mate, but we were literally just
but did you ever
roaming
get,
the
like,
streets.
People would have phoned you, and they were really good at pranks because they just sat in silence, and you're like, what are you doing?
I wasn't good at the talking, like, but we deal I don't know about if it was brilliant. We used to phone people, and he used to just go to town on them, like with like an English accent and all. We used to do what you do, either get the fucking phone book out. Yep. Or just
make a call
random number, or check the auto trader for people selling dogs. And you used to ring them and ask them, was their dog good at killing things? I'll phone up about the wee lurcher you have there, love. Is that good at killing cats?
That's what we should do, mate. We'll fucking do a few prank phone calls next week. We'll find
you can plug the phone in there, like.
You can stick it on the loudspeaker and stick
it
in the mic.
Plug it in there and fucking.
But I need to be beside it so I can talk to it.
You plug it into the wire.
Fucking wire, sorry.
Use your wire. Well, we'll wrap this one up, man.
Well, it's been nice being back.
It has. Please go and buy Not Fazed tickets if you want to come to the event.
Well, it's not really please. It's get your finger out and buy them because there's not going to be many left.
Well, I suppose. I know. See, being sick too, I didn't even see that 60% were gone. It was like a couple of days later. I was like, fuck. Happy days.
Literal tickets.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. I really fucking am.
Yeah, and as well as always, sponsored by Do What You Want Clothing. Go and check the guys out. Links will be down in the description as always. It's got some great new stuff coming out over the next few weeks. So yeah, go and check them out.
Yep. Get your gear for Not Fazed.
Yeah, all gear, no idea.
Aye. And then buy your clothes off Emmons. Come to me and get your gear. When he's joking. Right, peace out, everyone.
Adios.